All right. Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Happy Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. Hope you're having a great week so far as we are on the eve of the AT&T AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. I feel like they change that name on me every single year, but we'll get to all of that. Little bit of reactions from the Waste Management. Before we do that, do just want to take a moment. Shout out to everyone watching here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help us out a lot more than you know. I get it, dude. Everyone's waiting for the Masters Derpy. I get it. And the Masters is right around the corner. We got a couple more weeks to that. Waste Management was nice, though. The Waste Management was nice, Derpy. I don't know if you got a chance to catch that. And, you know, it was a normal Waste Management year, in my opinion. It was a normal Waste Management year. Shout out to Chris Goddard. Congratulations on the win. Going up against Hideki Matsuyama in a tiebreaker after on the 18th green, you know. There was a guy, maybe he did it on purpose, maybe he didn't, making some noise on his backswing, causing him just not to hit it right. Not the only issue that happened at this event. There's one thing, and I do want to address it. I do want to address it because a lot of other golf content creators have talked about it, and it's about this whole issue with this streamer Jack Doherty. I think that's how you pronounce it, Jack Doherty. Dude, yeah, the Waste Management was great golf all around. But this is one of those things that really upsets me and really gets me going, bro. Like, okay, so I'm going to start with this. This was not really brought to my attention. I was pretty busy this weekend and got to catch what I got to catch, but this wasn't brought to my attention until after the weekend was over and after it concluded. That the streamer Jack Doherty offered a fan $100 to yell jackass during Mackenzie Hughes' backswing at the Waste Management. And we can watch the clip real quick. I mean, he walks up to the guy,
swing for $100. Oh, I gotta yell.
Offers him the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, Happy Gilmore,
I'm so excited.
Like,
Jackass.
Cool, but it's a golf event. It's a Waste Management. They're the only two people there who think it are funny. I mean, it's whatever. Everyone else was annoyed and pissed off. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Tell them. They think it was me.
Then this kid's trying to get out of it. The other guy gets going, and it just all becomes a big shit show. And then he's talking with a PGA executive who essentially comes out and says, "Listen, dude, you're trespass. You're not allowed here. You're not allowed at any future PGA events. You're done. And this has brought out a lot of golf people, and this has brought out a lot of people who have been on the side of, we need to shrink the game. The game has grown too much to where now we're dealing with shenanigans like this. And there are other examples you can point to at maybe the need to shrink the games. You start looking at the videos online of, you know, guys taking drives off of the greens, guys taking golf carts and just trashing them. Like, you know, everything happens, and it does muddy up the fact that, yeah, well, you know, and to try not to sound like, you know, a grandfather on his lawn, you know, get off my lawn, you dirty kids. He's just a spoiled ass kid. It's the PGA. Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly. And he comes out later to say everyone's soft. How this is not the worst prank I could have done. Yada yada yada. I don't know this guy a lot. I don't watch a lot of his content. Honestly, this is like the second or third time I've heard of him. The only other time I've really heard of him, apparently one of his buddies got knocked out by a bouncer on Halloween, and that was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. But regardless, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. It might be the Waste Management, but even at the Waste Management, when everyone is shit-faced drunk, when everyone is having a good time, when I think I heard it described as, what was it, EDC for 30-year-old dads. Like, cool, bro, I get it, and I'm fine with that. But still, at the end of the day, they understand golf, and they understand the decorum of golf and the respect that goes around with golf. And then this absolute prick of a kid comes around and is just trying to stir everything up, trying to make, you know, content, I guess. But I get it. But let's be real. He's not a golfer. He's not a true golf fan. He's not a guy that you see at PGA events all the time. He's not a guy that talks about golf all the time, goes golfing all the time, yada, yada, yada. He's just a douchebag. He's just an absolute douchebag. And honestly, the fact that I'm giving him this much time kind of makes me upset with myself. But the argument to shrink the game doesn't need to be shrunk. It absolutely doesn't need to be shrunk. The game needs to continue to grow. That's why the PGA is seeing as much success as they're seeing. That's why all the local golf courses are seeing all the success, yada, yada, yada. The game is growing. And at the end of the day, sports growing is a great thing. It's, again, the 1-2% of people that just ruin it for everybody. And the little fucker is 1-2%. Because bro, if you really liked golf or something like that, you ain't going to a PGA event. First of all, you're not spending that money on a ticket for a PGA event to then go pay someone else $100 to yell jackass. And first of all, bro, come up with something more original, please. Seriously, they made 2 movies about it already. You're about 20 years too late. Is this kid even 20 years old? Can he even vote? Can he even drink? Who the fuck is this kid? I don't know, but absolutely wild stuff. Not the craziest thing that happened. I mean, shout out to Scottsdale PD putting up some damn good numbers this week with arrests and DUIs and extreme yada, 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 keeping the streets safe. Boys and women out there doing their jobs, doing it good. I'm spoiled too, but bro, I don't even give a shit if you have that much money. It's just about respecting people. It's about respecting other people. And you know why the PGA banned him? The PGA didn't ban him because they don't want his money. They don't want the views. They don't want the eyes on the PGA or anything like that. They banned him because this kid is bad news. He's going to just continue to do stupid bullshit like this. Like, bro, learn some consequences. This is obviously an iPad kid that's never been told no a day in his life. Got stupid rich off of some bullshit probably, and now just pretends that the world is his oyster. And brother, welcome to reality. You can't do shit everywhere, and we're all sick and tired of stupid shit like this. We're acting like Shooter McGavin. I get it, dude. It's dumb. It's so dumb, and it's unbelievable. Like. Anyway, I'm done wasting my time on this dumbass. That was absolutely just so stupid. And I mean, like, okay, if Happy Gilmore 2 came out the day before, like, okay, maybe we would find it funny. Maybe people wouldn't be as upset. But I mean, even when Happy Gilmore 2 came out, we didn't have this issue. So obviously, this kid is the problem. It's insane. But seriously, though, a great week of golf from everyone there at the Waste Management. I mean, really made Sunday interesting there with how Matsuyama was hitting the ball. Scotty being able to come back the way he did after having a terrible round on Thursday. It was a wonderful weekend of golf. Beautiful weather, beautiful environment. And it seemed a little bit more tame this year. But now, and again, like, brother, like the Waste Management has been doing this for years. Like, how are you just now getting out there to do content? I'm sorry, you're behind the 8 ball, bro. This kid's pathetic in my opinion. Anyway, what a loser. Anyway, who gives a shit? We got more golf coming up this weekend. We have golf at one of easily a course that is on my top 10 list that I need to play before I die. Will I play it before I die? Who knows? Maybe a couple balls bounce my way, but we've got the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am from Pebble Beach and Spyglass Hill, of course, being played on both courses. Spyglass Hill measuring as a par 72, 7,071 yards. Pebble Beach a little bit smaller, par 72 at 6,989 yards. And ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolutely stacked lineup for you. Stacked field coming up this week. And with the likes of Scotty, Rory, Siwoo, Tommy, etc., it is going to be an electric weekend, an absolutely electric weekend where we're lucky enough to pretty much see, as of right now, it's been raining the last couple of days, so something that we're going to need to keep our head on, when we're talking about putting, chipping, etc., hitting those fairways. Maybe the greens are a little bit softer, but still, at the end of the day, we're playing on Annapua grass or however the hell you pronounce it. And that does seem to harden up as we get, more throughout the day. So just something that we're going to need to keep an eye on as well. Looking for those golfers that really, they can hit it hard, but they can dial it back a little bit. Yeah, you're going to want some power off of the tee, but maybe you don't drive all the way to that par 4. Maybe you lay it up a little bit to give yourself a good chip out. And then, the short game, those guys that can really dial in from 125 in, those are going to be the ones that we're looking at this weekend. And I got to say, absolutely love the field. Top 20 through outright. let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting in the top 20, and I got to say, Scotty Scheffler is back in the field when he's at minus 900 to top 20 in event. And the next closest is Rory McIlroy at 220. Well, I'll tell you right now, there's not a lot of these minus numbers in the top 20 that I like. I just think you're not getting the best value. First one I do like, though, Victor Hovland at minus 118. And I was on the fence on this one. I was going back and forth just because I'm not a fan of the number. I think it should be closer to 110 plus 100. But he has been playing great golf, and I think this course really speaks to his abilities as a golfer. And so I like Victor Hovland at minus the 118 to top 20 this one. And then I got to go with the champion from last week and a guy who's just been playing great golf to start the season, Chris Gotterup. Not only playing well on the PGA, playing incredible in the TGL. And he just feels like he's found his groove right now. And you're going to kind of see a theme with my picks this week. It's guys that seem to have found their groove and are going to make a name for themselves in a big tournament like this. Chris Gotterup, absolutely love it. And then I'm taking another stab at Matt Fitzpatrick at plus 100. Matt Fitzpatrick, I mean, great start. Just a great start. Played great last week and the week before. I think he is, he's one of those younger golfers that kind of came into the tour really big, really heavy, and just sort of, not fell to the back, but started, just getting into that PGA life and trying to find the groove. And I think he's finally kind of refound that one. You've never been, Derpy? Bro, you got to go to one. You should come out to Phoenix next year for the Waste Management, dude. It's lit. It's lit. Anyway, just love the way Matt Fitzpatrick is playing. Ben Griffin as well at plus 110. I think we're finally seeing some good numbers on Ben Griffin with a deeper field here. The first time in a couple of weeks we've seen him at big plus money like this at plus 110, not sitting at plus 100 or minus 110, minus 120. Like Ben Griffin a lot this week to play well. Who else do I have in my top 20? Oh, I forgot him. He's in my top 10 too. Michael Thorbjornsen. Great week last week. I think it's... I hate to say this about Pebble Beach because you're dealing so much with the wind coming off the ocean and everything like that. But the course itself does kind of play like a shorter, TPC Scottsdale in certain aspects of it. And I think Thorbjornsen is going to be able to build on the success he had last week going into this week. Going down here a little bit further, Akshay Bhatia at plus 160 seems just a little insulting to me. Played well last week, and this course, it plays to his irons very well. He's going to be able to sit in his irons, drop some darts. I'm really liking Akshay Bhatia and what he brings to this course. And then one guy that I'm really shocked to see his name this low in the top 20, but I'll take it, Ryo Hisatsun. Plus 230 to top 20 this one. Has had an incredible last couple of weeks, missing the cut in this first action in the PGA Tour this weekend, but absolutely love the way he's been playing, and I think he's going to continue to carry over. And then my last big long shot here in the top 20. Where are you at, bub? Oh, I missed him. I missed him. Come on. Give me the Jägermeister at plus 300 to top 10 to top 20 of this one. Love the way he's been playing. Think he's been doing well, and he can perform well enough to stick around in this one on Sunday to top 20. I absolutely love the way he's been playing golf lately. What's good, Derpy? Thinking of going to the Memorial. Ooh. Oh, you're from Ohio. Okay, fair enough. It would be a little bit difficult to get out here. But hey, you got sunshine out here in February instead of whatever bullshit snow you're dealing with. Can't shovel sunshine, brother. I promise you that. I promise you that. But dude, go to the Memorial. That would be such a lit tournament to go. That'd be a sweet tournament to go to. I'd be a big fan of that. All right, let's go ahead and get into my top 10 of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Scotty Scheffler sitting at minus 325. No, thank you. I will not be taking that. Won't be taking Rory at the plus 110, but I will bite on Si Woo Kim at plus 175. Absolutely love how he's been playing. Think he's in a good position to top 10 this one, given the field. We're going to continue on with Victor Hovland at plus 200 to top 10 this one. Course plays well for him. He has good history here, and I think he's going to continue to build up on that. I will say Hideki, I do kind of want to throw a flyer on Hideki to top 10. I think, and I should probably not top 20. I didn't like his odds top 20, but top 10 might be worth throwing a little bit of a sprinkle there on Hideki. Chris Goddard, we're going to keep that train moving at plus 240. Again, I'm just a big fan of how he's been playing. Same with Matt Fitzpatrick, Ben Griffin, Thorbjornsen. And that wraps up my top 10. That wraps up the top 10 for me. Top 5 action coming at you. And this is the first time I am going to go ahead and bite on Scotty Scheffler at minus 165. My guy this year is so far as just top 5 and outright 1 events. So I'm going to go ahead and play those odds. Give me Scotty at minus 165. Give me Siwoo at the plus 350. Give me Victor at the plus 400. And then I should have forgot to take him in the top 10. That's my bad. Oh, where is he? Discord party watch for the Masters. Dude, that'd be fun. I'm down. I usually go live for the last day of the Masters on that Sunday, but I'm down, dude. Where the hell is he? Why can't I find him? Did they take the line down? Oh, they might have taken the line down. Did they? No, there he is. Ryo Hisatsun at plus 1,400 to top 5 this one. And then I missed one more name. He should be a little bit higher up here, I would assume. Yep, there he is. Chris Goddard at plus 500 to go ahead and top 5 this one. Let's get to our outright tournament winners. I only have a couple in this one. I love the way Scotty's been playing. I think if anyone's going to go ahead and win this one outright, Scotty's one of the guys that I would take before the tournament even starts. Same with Siwoo Kim. Absolutely love the way he's been playing. But my dark horse in this one, and it's a guy that I'm really shocked isn't getting talked more about in this realm, and I'm fine with being early on him because it could be very profitable. Ryo Hisatsun at plus 10,000 to go ahead and win this one outright. I think it is an absolutely great line on a guy who's been having great start to the PGA season. Absolutely love it. Masters is on Prime? No, it's not. It's on CBS. CBS ESPN. Is it really on Prime now? No way Prime got the Masters. I'm double checking because that doesn't make any sense. Exclusive coverage first round Thursday and Friday, 1 p.m. Holy shit. Yeah, it is Amazon. That is. How did I miss that? That's wild. 1 and 2. Stream on Amazon Prime, ESPN Plus, and Paramount Plus. Wow. There are 2 hours of exclusive coverage live on Thursday and Friday. That's insane. That's insane. I mean, everything's going to streaming nowadays. It's unbelievable. And that's because these live shows are these live sporting events are the only thing that actually draw any viewers into these streaming platforms. And they're learning that very slowly. These shitty TV shows they put out ain't keeping viewers. It's us sports fans who, maybe we have a problem, maybe we don't, but we want to watch all the sports events that we want to watch. And yeah, it's starting to take up a lot of my paycheck to go ahead and continue to watch everything. It's absolutely wild, but that is a whole other conversation for later. But yeah, I'm excited for a nice week of golf. I'm excited for a big week of golf, but that is all I have today. Hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, YouTube and X. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. Shout out to Derpy501st2 in the chat tonight. Yeah, if you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. With all of that being said, I'm the Brofict one, AJ. Enjoy the PGA and AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.